Welcome to Across the Globe. Today, we will learn about functions in Python. Functions are essential units of code designed to execute specific tasks and promote code reusability. By encapsulating a set of operations within a function, developers can enhance code organization and facilitate easier maintenance. For example, in a finance application, a function can be created to calculate interest rates across various investment products, streamlining the calculation process and ensuring consistency in results. A function in Python is created using the def keyword followed by the function name and parentheses. Parameters can be included within the parentheses to give input to the function. The return keyword determines the output value of the function. For example, a function addition could take two parameters, num1, num2, and return the sum of those numbers by using return num1 plus num2. The provided code defines a function called greet that takes a parameter, name, and returns a greeting message, hello, followed by the name passed to the function. Example, when greet Alice is called, it will output hello Alice. When using a function, you call it by writing the function name followed by parentheses. If the function requires any inputs, you must enclose them within the parentheses. For instance, if you have a function calculateSum that adds two numbers, you would call it as calculateSum5 3 to add 5 and 3 together. This format ensures that the function operates with the necessary data to produce the desired output effectively. When defining functions in a programming language, default parameter values can be set to enable calling the function without explicitly providing values for those parameters. This feature simplifies function calls by providing predefined values if no arguments are passed. It enhances code reusability and flexibility. Default parameters should be positioned at the end of the parameter list to avoid ambiguity. By following this convention, the interpreter can accurately match arguments to their corresponding parameters based on their position. For instance, a function that calculates the area of a rectangle could have default parameter values for length and width set to 1. If no arguments are provided, the function will compute the area of a 1 by 1 square. By specifying default values at the end of the parameter list, the function remains intuitive and easy to use. The provided code defines a function called greet that takes an optional parameter name with a default value of anonymous. When the function is called without an argument, it returns hello anonymous. When called with an argument, e.g. Bob, it returns hello Bob. This demonstrates how default parameter values work in Python functions, allowing for more flexibility in function calls. When working with Python functions, it is possible for a function to return multiple values by utilizing tuples. This means that a function can return multiple pieces of data in a single return statement. To access these multiple values, you can unpack the return tuple into individual variables. This allows you to assign each value from the tuple to a separate variable for further processing or manipulation. For example, a function could return both a result and a status code, which can be unpacked and utilized separately in your code. This capability of returning multiple values in Python is particularly useful for functions that need to provide different types of outputs or status information to the calling code. The provided code defines a function getInfo that assigns the values Alice to the variable name and 30 to the variable age, then returns both values. The function is called and its returned values are assigned to variables name and age, respectively. Finally, the values of name and age are printed to the console, which will display Alice and 30, respectively. This demonstrates how functions can encapsulate and return multiple values efficiently. For instance, in a real-world scenario where a database query fetches a user's name and age, this function could be used to neatly package and retrieve both values in the application for further processing or display to the user. Functions in Python are like recipes in a cookbook. Just like a recipe has a list of ingredients and instructions, a function has parameters and code block. You can reuse a recipe multiple times to make different dishes, just like you can reuse a function in your program. When you call a function in Python, it's like following the instructions in a recipe to create a dish. Overall, functions in Python help organize your code and make it more efficient, milling, just like a cookbook helps organize recipes for easy reference. Hey, code conquerors, ready to level up? With TechLearn ATG, showcase your skills with official course certificates. Just visit our site and start. Need that extra boost? Get tailored learning, 24/7 support, and expert guidance. Coding smarter, growing faster, and making learning fun. Go to our website across the globe, www.atg.world. The program provided above showcases the creation of a virtual cookbook in Python using functions. The first function, Make Pancakes, is designed to display a pancake recipe with a list of ingredients and step-by-step cooking instructions. The second function, Make Spaghetti, presents a spaghetti recipe in a similar fashion. When the main function is executed, it initializes the ingredients and instructions for both pancake and spaghetti recipes. These data are then passed as arguments to their respective functions for processing and output. For instance, if you were to run this program, the output would be structured as follows. Pancake recipe. Ingredients: flour, milk, eggs, sugar, butter. Instructions. Step 1. Mix flour, sugar, and a pinch of salt in a bowl. Step 2. Add milk and eggs, whisk until smooth. Step 3. Heat pan, melt butter, pour the batter, and cook each side until golden brown. Enjoy your delicious pancakes. Spaghetti recipe. Ingredients: spaghetti, tomato sauce, ground beef, onion, garlic. Instructions. Step 1. Boil spaghetti in salted water until al dente. Step 2. Cook ground beef, onions, and garlic in a pan. Step 3. Add tomato sauce and simmer for 10 to 15 minutes. Step 4. Combine spaghetti with the meat sauce and serve hot. Bon appetit with your spaghetti. Thus, this program demonstrates the use of functions in Python to structure and organize recipes, providing a simple yet illustrative example of real-world use cases for functions in programming. Functions in Python are not just limited to cooking recipes. They are used across industries for various applications like data analysis, automation, web development, etc. For instance, in financial services, functions in Python are utilized to calculate financial metrics, perform risk analysis, or automate trading strategies. These functions streamline complex processes and make it easier to handle large volumes of financial data efficiently. Similarly, in the healthcare industry, Python functions can be employed to analyze medical data, build predictive models for patient outcomes, or automate patient scheduling systems. These functions play a crucial role in enhancing healthcare services and improving patient care. In conclusion, Python functions play a vital role not only in creating recipes in a virtual cookbook, but also in solving real-world problems and optimizing processes in diverse industries across the globe. Keep learning, stay curious, and I'll catch you in the next video.